Man's interest in God is as old as his existence. He has struggled ever since his creation to find his Creator. He tried to see the celestial being in different forms, sometimes as the sun, as the moon, and sometimes as mighty river or lofty mountains or the earth itself. Neolithic age, 10,000 years ago to the present times, the search has been ceaseless. And then doubts arose about the God's very existence. A number of philosophers, intellectuals, and thinkers argued about its existence, giving different evidences and introduced different ways to reach him. This resulted into formation of various religions. If you make an attempt to weave the holy thoughts together, you will find the divine unity from the multiplicity of gods and goddesses. Though diverse in thoughts and worship, all firmly believed that the nature is an origin of the living society. Some mythologies stress on sun as the origin and some on earth. Some believe that water is the origin of the living beings, and some hold that the first seed has been flown through wind. Indian mythology believes that 5 basic elements have contributed equally in evolution of life on earth. And these elements are earth, water, fire or sun, wind, and space. We normally call it nature. The elements are not only an origin of the livelihood, but actively play a vital role in continuance of life. The nature gave birth to millions of creatures, right from a monocellular to a huge elephant, a fungus to a huge trees. But the nature showered its blessings exclusively on the human being with a gift of an intelligent brain and 5 senses to enjoy life. Altogether different from any other creature. Many other creatures do have sensing organs, but it's only human being who is empowered to relate the senses to his reactions, expressions, and conclusions. For him, the earth that supports your very existence, a form of God. Water, the liquid that witnessed beginning of life, a form of God. The timeless resource of energy, the sun, a form of God. The air that keeps us alive every moment throughout life, a form of God. And the space that keeps the whole universe bound to your existence, also a form of God. Nature's disfavor has of life. In the Indian mythology, Vedas taught to bow down for these elements means worship of God. The superpower is nothing but the divine combination of the elements, the forms of God that are existing. Then why that endless journey to discover the God which nobody knows whether exists or not? Why do we intend to discover that superpower? For its blessings with a long and eternal existence of life? Or save from any disaster? Then why do we not understand that the real architect of life and the disaster is very existing amongst us? Yes, it is nature, the divine nature. The earth, the planet we live on, the Bhumi, there is support to our existence. Indian mythology has referred the earth as mother. And since we are all her children, we all are brothers and sisters. Earth is a green planet. Seen from space, it appears as clothed in plant life and half hidden in swirling clouds. A treasury of life, giving minerals, large quantity of various metals, and a source of nourishing pure substance that she offers us so kindly and so lovingly through the robust yield, fresh vegetable, variety of fruits. Earth has given an environment for all living organisms, a constant energy reservoir for all of us. What else does the God mean? Accepted her motherhood. Are we doing justice to her? Look at this debris of plastic. For years, forced her to accept it, digest it, with it. We compel her to stay with such large quantity of unnatural, harmful solid waste, as if we are punishing her for nothing but her kind, loving favor on us. While she pulls on huge, non-biodegradable material, we are pouring acids and chemicals on her. Our endless use of fertilizers are weakening her. Hazardous material and then flush the dirty domestic and industrial waste on her. This is the reward we are giving for her kindness. To give us nourishment through the clear photosynthesis, she needs sunlight. We reduce the light by filling the whole sky with smoke. She needs pure air to breathe through the trees and give us fresh food. And we have adulterated the air with several unnatural poisonous gases and particulates. Why? Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed." And the great philosopher Aldo Leopold had warned, we abuse land because we regard it as a commodity belonging to us. When we see land as a commodity to which we belong, we may be love and respect. While searching for the unknown God, aren't we ignoring the God that physically exists? Look how we dishonor the God we have already discovered. Water. There is no other comparison to water than life. Indian mythology has referred to it as Jala Sanjeevani, the thing that keeps alive. It is only water that has differed Earth from all the other planets. Indian mythology calls it Varun, Parjanya, in various ancient stories, emphasize. True, the sun lights up the life, but it is water that keeps control on the temperature that sun emits. To save the earth from the sun's continuous heat and safeguard life, water accepts a lighter role to convert it into clouds and rains over the earth. Water makes the soil fertile, converts hot winds into cool air, gives us ability to tell me, what else does the God mean? Are we doing justice to this divine God of the life? The prime and important thing we always forget is that the drinking water is a scarce commodity. On this is occupied by water, still the drinking water is very, very short in supply. And ahead, look, what do we do at the riverside? This is how we take care on the wells. And the domestic sewage opened up in the ponds and rivers and streams. This is our industrial wastewater, full of harmful chemicals hazardous to any life. All that adulteration reaches your home. Yes, it reaches through the drinking water. Even a purification process is not enough. Full of poisonous chemical content and almost in a form of bacteria juice that carries several germs along, causing especially severe diseases to children and chronic disorders to adults. Not only the human being like you and me, but the adulterated water ends up the aquatic life, kills plants and comes up with pollutants through the trees. We read in the school textbooks that when toxic substances enter lakes, streams, rivers, oceans and other water bodies, they get dissolved or lie suspended in water. This results into pollution of water. Do we ever remember this? While searching for the unknown God, aren't we ignoring the God that exists? Look how we disgrace the God we have already discovered. Sun. The sun is the one energy source that sustains and links all life. Ancient societies paid homage to the sun as a symbol of truth, justice, and equality, and above all, as the source of fertility, growth, renewal, and peace of nature. Sunlight is used by plants to make the basic foods upon which our life depends. The heat it sends out gives the earth its weather systems and produces changes which we call seasons. The earth is the only planet in our solar system which appears to maintain life because it is near enough to the sun to receive warmth from its rays, but not too close to suffer the life. The sun empowers wind to flow, encourages soil to be fertile, evaporates water to shower rain, energizes trees to perform photosynthesis, The endless solar energy could be used in a number of applications. Tell me, what else does the God mean? Are we humble to this God? Do we remember the Father of galaxy when we peruse the We know that we are causing imbalance of the sun's energy to the earth? Do we have any contribution? Do we ever think seriously before cutting trees that we are disturbing environmental balance where even the sunlight would become helpless? Look how it glows our eyes to the God we have already discovered. Wind, the storm, Indra, the air, Vayu, the essential constituent of our life. As we know, it is beyond imagination that a creature lives without air even for a couple of minutes. Not only those living on the earth, life needs air dissolved in water. Oxygen, the component of air, is referred to in Vedas as Pranavayu, the gas that pours life in your existence. To your entire functioning, oxygen in water gives life to the aquatic creatures. Important component, carbon dioxide, the gas that vitally contributes in the to make their own food. There are few other life-saving gases present in the air. The pure air is that which contains all the natural gases at the specific natural percentages. The air that pumps life into our survival. Tell me, what else? While searching for the unknown God to get blessed of a long and continuous life, are we ignoring contribution of? While running a race of the so-called progress without any finish line, we have at every moment. We have been adding a huge quantity of unnatural gases in the air. The domestic furnaces followed by the heavy-duty industrial furnaces. A source of massive carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrocarbons, chlorine, and zinc fumes. A source of ample poison in the air. And then these vehicles, increasing as if competing with the human population in number. Every vehicle definitely contributes plenty of poisonous hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide to the air. Initially invented as our need to travel long distances, the vehicles have now threateningly occupied an imperative place in our life. Vehicles have stolen our legs. We are so habituated to the vehicles that we have no time to realize their need before we ride on. This has filled the whole sky with the black smoke, the Pranavayu, the life gas, Vayu, death-inviting gas. Then look at our festivals. Have you ever given a serious thought to the pollution that is created? Is it our way of worshipping God? and expressing our joys and ecstasies? Another acid rain. The phenomenon occurs when sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides from the burning of fossil fuels, such as petrol, diesel, combine with water vapor in the atmosphere and fall as rain, snow, or fog. Are we not indeed inviting death by our own behavior while searching for the God with a prayer for life? Already reduced in number, the remaining few plants and trees are tired of purifying the air for us, have been showing chemical depositions on their leaves, and we expect them to give us sweet fruit. Look at this slaughter. These trees have been doing favor to us for thousands and thousands of years, and we cut it so mercilessly in a fraction of seconds. Whom to blame? The machine or the man behind? Look how we humiliate the God we have already discovered. Space. The planet Earth is hovering in. It's the sky, the ether, a bridge between the Earth and the universe. Space is an origin of elements. Jesus said, what you understand cannot be God. God. Space is that form of God, beyond our limits of understanding. It has covered the earth like a mother lovingly gives warmth to a child. It helps the clouds flowing to your place and shower like mother feeds. So precious. Tell me, what else does the God mean? We have forgotten kindness of nature that enabled us to create sound waves. Who created this noise vibrating our brains? Who's making this chaos, making us unable to listen to anything else? Who created this heavy traffic of the electromagnetic waves? Look how the invisible radiation has attacked the innocent kids. The space has provided us an ozone cover to protect ourselves from the harmful ultraviolet sun glares. Through several production processes, we have torn that cover. The polar region appears to have a hole in the ozone layer. Look how we dishonor the God we have already discovered. Worldwide governments are struggling to cope with one of the most critical environmental conditions we are witnessing today. Global warming. Depletion. Global warming due to the excess greenhouse gases being released into atmosphere. Global warming, along with the Arctic monsoon patterns in India, drought, and unusually hot summers in North America, and devastating floods in East Asia. Himalayan and Andean glaciers are retreating and becoming thinner and thinner, causing rise in the water levels and proposing a total disaster on the coastal areas. The weather has altered so dramatically and so fast that it is no longer only grandmothers who complain that no season is what it used to be. Search for unknown God will continue for an infinity. We will never be able to explain what we are searching for. May it be a Maulavi, or Pujari, or a priest, or Dharma Guru. All have unanimously admitted that nature is God. All have advised to worship nature. The moment we decide to honor nature, we will undoubtedly experience satisfaction of discovery of God. All this effort is to realize that we have already discovered God, and it's nothing but nature, the nature around us. To honor nature, let's stop, at least reduce the harm to nature, adulteration to nature, contamination of nature. The effort to discover God stops at nature.